So the whole, your metabolism slows down as you age is bullshit?
Complete bullshit. I'm 50. It's the leanest I've ever been with the most muscle I've ever been. For more than a year, almost 2 years now, I've been like this.
People are just using that as an excuse, basically.
Our lifestyle changes.
Oh, that makes sense.
As we age. Most people are more sedentary. They lose muscle. Your metabolism doesn't change. Your hormones don't change. I think until you're in your 60s and 70s, that's when it actually starts to physically change.
Yeah.
We change ourselves. We do less, we move less, and get more comfortable with life. We have more money, more income.
All right, guys, you're coming with me to the gym today. We are starting a new series. I'm gonna go through a cut. It may end up with me competing, but it'll definitely end up with me being a lot more shredded than I am now. And right now on the screen, I'm gonna put for you my starting position, but I'm gonna cover it up, so you gotta watch the video to see. But this is where we're starting, and I'm gonna go over everything when it comes to how I'm working towards my next goal, which is going to be to get shredded. As you can see, I am very lean right now. I am leaner than 99% of the people walking around. And after many, many years of doing this, I kind of got to find that next thing that's exciting for me. And the next thing that's exciting for me is getting shredded. It's been a couple of years, and I'm gonna take over the winter to get it done. So I have not been tracking calories. I have not been consistent with much other than the gym. I have not missed in the gym. So you're coming with me to the gym today. The goal is getting shredded, and I want to bring you guys along. Now, I haven't been tracking my diet, but that doesn't mean I haven't been eating well. So I'm going to actually start tracking. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I do, and I'm going to start tracking. I'm going to start from the beginning like you guys, so you can see. And I have a free beginner's guide. If you've never downloaded that, it's a free guide that shows you all these steps. But what's funny is I've been doing this a long time, and sometimes you just got to recalibrate and start from scratch. Now, I'll say my starting position now is the best it's ever been. I've never started cutting this lean. I've been maintaining this look for a year or more of, you know, whatever body fat percentage amount. Now, I'm gonna go to USF or somewhere that has a DEXA. I'm gonna get a DEXA done. I also, guys, I turned 50 this year. I don't feel it. I might look it, but I don't feel it. I feel amazing. So I'm gonna go get some blood work done, and I'm gonna show you guys what my hormones look like, all those things. As a lifetime natural bodybuilder, yes, lifetime natural, that does not mean TRT, that does not mean peptides, that means nothing ever. So I wanna talk to you about that, and we're gonna go through this process together of assessing where I'm at, assessing where I'm going. I am going to be getting assistance from a coach. It's actually one of the coaches on my team. He's been doing such great things. I thought, you know what, I'm going to have someone oversee this process for me because I want to enjoy it. And sometimes when you do all the work yourself, you don't really enjoy it. You overthink it and you stress it. And sometimes it's nice to just hand somebody the keys and let them drive you around. And so as much as I know, I'm still excited to like get some support. So I'll be doing some content with him as well, so we can understand that process. But I'd like to know from you guys, what do you want to see? Today is going to be a little bit of a day in the life. It's noon. I've had breakfast. I haven't had anything since that. We're going to go to the gym. I did a 30-minute walk this morning, nothing else. I'm going to do a little back day, maybe hit some poses. But yeah, we're starting now. We're going to do a physique assessment. I'm going to show you my weight and current physique when I get home. See a little workout, and I'll even, if you guys are interested, I'll even upload my training program, and you can have it for free. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's go. All right, so I like to take a minute just before I go in the gym and have my pre-workout. I don't bring my shaker in because I've lost so many of these damn shakers, just setting them down and leaving them. So this is the Core Nutritionals pre-workout. If you guys ever want to support me, I'll put a link below. Core Nutritionals, protein powders, supplements. I'll probably do an episode of this series talking about that. The goal is to put an episode out every Wednesday. So every Wednesday, I'm going to do a physique update, update on like the weight changes, the physique changes, mindset changes, supplement changes. You know, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to show you guys like a starting body fat percentage. I'm going to do that soon, get my blood work done, just an overall picture so you guys can understand how this works. I'm going to show you some scenes from like going grocery shopping, meal prepping. The goal is to just bring you along for this journey, show you the cardio, just show you what it takes to be shredded. It's not complicated, but it is, you know, challenging. You're going to have to change some versions and some things that you do typically to this to happen. So yeah, and we'll talk about those, but yeah. So chug this. we're going to EOS. George is gonna film me. Hopefully I don't get bothered by it. I don't like being filmed in the gym, but it's always better when he does it versus setting up a tripod. But I might have a gym opening in the near future where we can film without worrying. And maybe you guys can come visit. Okay, let's go.
I start a 12-week fat loss phase now, especially with the holidays coming up.
Well, first of all, ain't no holidays. I've been so busy working, coaching. Life has changed a lot this year. And just looking at the calendar for the year, when I'm my busiest working, it's really hard to like put much effort into myself. But December, January, February, I actually have some time where I won't be traveling as much to competitions. I will still be doing some traveling, but it's not as intense. So my original intention was to do something for my 50th, but it's odd as it sounds. It was a lot of pressure turning 50. A lot of people wanted me to like do stuff. So I actually went and had a like kind of a bros weekend in Nashville, went to some football games, played golf, drank a lot when I turned 50, and I knew that was going to happen, so I didn't want to do a fat loss phase around then and potentially a prep, whereas now I'm already 50. No one's going to bug me, so I can kind of put some effort into myself without feeling bad about it. This video right now, what I want you to do is comment below what gym you go to and what you like and don't like about it, because I'm going to try to go to every gym in Tampa over the next couple months, give you guys some feedback between Powerhouse, MI40, Golds, EOS, LA Fitness, and some of the studio style gyms. So we got a wide variety here in Tampa, so I'd like to hear about the gyms where you live, what you like and don't like.
So when you enter a fat loss phase, does your training change at all compared to like when you're in a maintenance phase or when you're in a bulking phase? Or
Initially, no. So what builds muscle keeps muscle, and what I will do as I get really lean, and I'm talking about close to stage lean, I'll start to place more emphasis on one really good set per exercise over total volume. So instead of doing something like 3 sets of 12 or 4 sets of 12, which when you've got plenty of body fat, plenty of reserves, is great. Towards the end of a fat loss phase, your energy dips in the gym. So if you try to keep up with that much volume, you end up losing a lot of intensity. So I'll focus on like, kind of what I'm gonna do today is kind of like one all out set. Now my warm-up sets are still pretty good, but I'm gonna have one all out set to end each exercise where I do a drop. And also one thing I'll do in a fat loss phase is auto-regulate. So on the days when I feel strong, you bet your ass I'm gonna try to hit a PR. On the days I feel fatigued, I'm gonna back off, focus on time under tension, getting a good pump. So you learn to listen to your body when you've been in the gym for 30 years.
you turn 50, you've undergone multiple fat loss phases. Do you think that fat loss gets harder as you age, or is that more of a strategy thing?
It's gotten easier for me.
It's gotten easier. How so?
I think
More knowledge?
I don't put on as much body fat anymore. I have more muscle than I've ever had. In those years, when I wasn't competing in bodybuilding, I was going out drinking a lot more.
That makes sense.
My lifestyle's a lot different. Now it's more work and kids versus friends and partying. You know, when you start tracking your calories for years, I don't even have to track to know what I'm eating anymore. You know, I can just look at things. So
the whole your metabolism slows down as you age is
that's
bullshit.
complete bullshit. I'm 50, the leanest I've ever been with the most muscle I've ever been. For more than a year, almost 2 years now, I've been like this.
People are just using that as an excuse,
No,
or they just don't know.
no, our
Basically.
lifestyle changes
Oh, that makes
as
sense.
we age. Most people are more sedentary. They lose muscle. Your metabolism doesn't change. Your hormones don't change. I think until you're in your 60s and 70s, that's when it actually starts to physically change.
Yeah.
We change ourselves. We do less, we move less, and get more comfortable with life. We have more money, more income,
That makes
can
sense.
afford to eat worse. You know, higher quality foods tend to be higher in fat. You know, just stuff like that. But yeah, no. Yeah, and you want proof? Go watch a natural bodybuilding show.
That's true. Some of the best natural
They're
bodybuilders in the
all
world.
in their 40s and 50s.
40s and 50s, yeah.
All the best ones. Good there. Pullovers and some arms. Let's go outside.
You actually remember what it was like when you dieted for the first time, and
Like it was yesterday.
when it comes to like the mindset, that first prep in 2008 to versus now, is there anything that stands out to you?
I think I was a lot more binary then. Like I was either on prep or not.
Yeah.
So it was like when prep started, it was like there was no distractions. I kind of became like a little bit of a robot, which for better or worse.
But you also didn't have you didn't have the business then. Like it was literally because you worked in IT, right? So it was
I had
just
an office job, no responsibilities.
And we could just hang out there, and it's like never.
My life was literally, I could go to the gym 2-3 times a day if I wanted.
yeah.
And honestly, when I stopped drinking, which was like, 2-3 nights a week going out with your friends, Friday nights, Saturday nights. When I stopped doing that, I saved so much money. Like, because now I'm prepping all my meals. I'm not going out to eat. I'm not spending money on alcohol. I'm not spending money on social activities. So when people are like, oh, bodybuilding's so expensive, I was like, the 6-month prep I did, I actually saved a ton of money.
Yeah.
And I realized how shitty I used to feel on the weekends. Like,
Yeah.
you wake up Saturday, Sunday, and Monday after being out all weekend. You don't realize till you don't do that. I'd wake up on Saturday, be like, let's go, like 8 a.m. My friends are still hungover. I'm like, oh. So you just become more productive. So I actually went back to college, got a master's degree,
I remember.
got promoted at work, started a business, all because of prep. So like, whenever someone's like, oh, prep is unhealthy, I'm like, no, prep is the healthiest thing I ever did for myself. All right, guys, I think my daughter's about to come in the door. It's gonna be loud. Super quick meal. Ground beef. Rice. Here we go. Yes, baby. What are you doing? Come get Daddy a hug. You going to the playground?
Yeah.
Okay. What's in your hand?
Just a toy
Okay.
from my friend.
All right. So from Quinn?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go to the playground. Daddy's working. 212. 212 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. That's the middle of the day. I was 210 in the morning.
So how important is protein during a fat loss phase for you?
Protein is super important because it protects your muscle. It helps you build it, but you're also going to be breaking down your muscle while you're training. And if you're in a caloric deficit, you're more at risk for losing muscle because of that deficit that you've created. So the amount of protein that you need to have, an easy number to remember is whatever your goal weight is, right? So let's say your goal weight is 150 pounds. If you had 150 grams of protein a day, you're going to have plenty to build muscle and protect muscle. And one thing I like to do is now I'm not actually tracking right now. So for the purposes of this transformation, I will start weighing things, but I just like to cook things in bulk. I'll get some lean ground beef. This is a 93.7 ground beef. I cook a couple pounds at a time. I season it and I just put it in the fridge. And then when I want to come back from a workout, I just give myself, I'm going to guess that's 8 ounces, which would be 50, 60 grams of protein, make myself a little cup of rice. And that's it. Guys, so I'm going to sit down. I'm going to review my client updates. That you see how fast that meal was to make. And I think that's a lot of what's important for me is like, I can't just stop my life to get in bodybuilding shape. It's got to fit in. I've got my treadmill over there. My gym is close by. I prep some meals ahead of time. Now, one thing I have been doing is like, I made this meal, but I didn't weigh anything out. So what I'm going to start doing is tracking. So in the next week, I'm going to get into the routine so I can actually get super detailed with things like that. I've learned to maintain my physique like this, but to take it to the next level, and this is one thing everybody has to learn, where you're at, you've learned to maintain. If you're going to take your physique to the next level, you have to start being a little bit more accountable, whether it's with your diet, with your training, with your cardio, with your stress. More accountability is good. So if you need any help, love to help you guys. I do love coaching, so you can set up a consultation at no cost. But yeah, follow along this journey. Every Wednesday, I'd like to hear you guys, thoughts on how things are going. So you saw this is week 1, just pretty raw. I just stepped on the scale for the first time. I was 212. I was 210 when I woke up. Not really doing cardio, couple sessions per week. Training has never changed, and diet has not changed a lot, but I'm going to start getting a little bit more accountable. I'm going to show you guys what my macros are, and I have the free macro guide for you guys. And if you want to follow along with training and support like that, I have a free beginner's guide for training as well that I give away that includes everything from, workouts, diet, everything. Explains things in great detail. So hope you guys are having an awesome day. Let's go. We're starting the cut now for 2026.